Hi everyone, thanks for coming out to join me today. I have a really great practice planned for us, but before going, hit the subscribe button down below and the little notification button letting you know whenever I upload a new video. Let's get started. Good morning everyone. Thank you for joining me for this nice, beautiful sunny morning practice. We're going to start seated, just taking a moment to find ourselves, to arrive on the mat. This morning's practice is movement-based. We're going to be moving with our breath. Taking some time at the beginning of the day, get into our body, get out of our head. So let's start with the breath. Bringing the breath fully into the body. Inflating the whole torso. And then a nice long, slow exhale. Let the shoulders drop down the back, be heavy in the hips, and then find some lightness, length in the spine as you inhale. Long, slow exhale. One more time. Fill the body, lift the heart, lift the crown of your head, and exhale completely. As you inhale now, let's open the eyes and make our way to a tabletop pose. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, and we'll just do a couple of rounds of cat-cow to find our way to begin movement in the spine, tipping the tailbone up, dropping the belly. Heart is forward and the crown of the head is high. As you exhale, round the spine. Turn the tailbone down. Broaden the shoulders, tuck the chin. Inhale to open the front of the body. And then exhale, curl down. Inhale to a neutral pose. And then as you exhale, let's lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice, easy breathing here. You can pedal around your feet, shake your head, move around whatever way feels good. Try and bring the weight through your feet, like roll it around from your toes to your heels, from the inner arch to the outer edge of your feet. And bring your gaze forward between your thumbs. Bring your shoulders forward over your hips. And step your feet to the front of the mat. Fingertips to the shins. Let's find a halfway lift. Lengthen the spine, tuck the belly, and roll the shoulders back, down your back. As you exhale, pull the navel in, forward fold. Inhale to soften your knees and rise all the way up to stand. Hands up. You can look up if that feels good for you. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the fingertips down, around, and up. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, opening up through the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Drop the tailbone and lift the heart for just a little baby back bend here. Inhale, crown of the head, fingertips are high. As you exhale, soften the knees, roll forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find the length in your spine. As you exhale, soften your knees and carefully plant your hands onto the mat and step your feet back for a high plank pose. You can be on your toes or on your knees here. Inhale to bring the shoulders forward. And as you exhale, bend your elbows towards the back of the mat and slowly lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, roll the elbows back. Lift the heart for a Cobra Pose. Exhale to release. Inhale, table or plank on your toes or on your knees. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, let the right heel float. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to extend. As you exhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists and step your right foot forward between the hands. Inhale to roll all the way up, shoulders over the hips, fingertips high. Exhale, sink the hips and bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale to twist your chest to the right. And then exhale, bring the elbow of your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Nice easy twist here. Roll the right shoulder back. Bring your gaze down to your right big toe. And as you inhale, keep your hips low to step your left foot forward to meet your right. Roll the right shoulder back. Can open your arms here. Your left fingertips drop towards the floor. Your right fingertips reach for the ceiling. Keep your hips low now as you bring your weight into your right foot and step your left foot back to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift your chest, your torso coming to a vertical twist. Exhale here, sink the hips. As you inhale, reach the left hand up and let your right hand drop towards your left thigh. Inhale to come back all the way back up. Unwind the twist and exhale to warrior two. One pump here. Straightening your right leg, fingertips reach to the ceiling. As you exhale, hands to heart center and make your way back to warrior two. Reaching forward now, bring your hands down to frame the front foot. Come up on the toes of the left foot. Nice low lunge. Bring your right hand to the inside of the right foot. We're going to make our way to a side lunge on the right leg. So not a big movement here. Pivoting on the feet towards the long edge of the mat. Dropping your right hip over the right heel. Left toes face towards the ceiling. Fingertips are on the mat or at your heart center. Finding your way here now, we're going to bend into the left leg. Keep the hips low as you make your way to the back of the mat. Skandasana on the left. Keeping your balance. Bring the fingertips to the mat and pivot on your feet now, coming into a low lunge at the back of the mat. Planting your hands, step your left foot back to meet your right. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down this time. Pulling your elbows in toward your body, keeping them shoulder width apart. Roll over onto the tops of your feet. Heart comes forward, crown of the head is high. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, back over your toes. Use the strength of your core. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to float the left heel. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale to find extension with that left heel. And as you exhale, bring the left foot forward between the hands. Inhale, come on up to your crescent lunge. Exhale, sink the hips. Hands come to the heart center. Inhale to twist to the left now. Bring your chest to the left. And exhale, right elbow to the left knee. Inhale to find the length in the spine. As you exhale, bring your gaze to your left big toe and draw your right big toe to meet your left big toe. So twisted chair. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper as you spread your wings. Right fingertips reach to the floor, left fingertips to the ceiling. Maintain this openness through the arms as you inhale to step the right foot back to the back of the mat. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, vertical twist. Shoulders are over the hips now. Exhale, open up. Left hand drops to the right thigh. Right hand reaches up and back. Inhale to unwind. And exhale, warrior two. Sinking the hips, one pump here. Inhale, straighten the right leg, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, make your way back, warrior two. Big breath in here. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down, frame the left foot, come up on the toes of the right foot. Left hand comes in to the inside of the left foot. Pivot on your feet now, coming to Skandasana, side lunge on the left side. Right toes reaching for the ceiling. Fingertips are on the mat or at your heart center. We'll walk your hands forward or keep your hands at your heart as you keep your hips low to make your way to the right side. Fingertips can come to the mat now. Walk your hands around to the front of the mat. Plant your hands. See if you can lift your right foot and move it back to the left without dragging it along the mat. High plank pose. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, open your heart. Cobra or up dog. A little back bend here. Exhale over the toes. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice easy breath here. Full cycle of breath. Inhale to lift the right heel. As you exhale, bring your right shin forward to the front of the mat, coming to pigeon pose. So your right knee is behind your right wrist. Right foot is behind the left wrist. Slide the left leg back along your mat. Hip bones are facing the front of the mat, sinking the weight. If you want to stick something underneath your right hip, you should do that. No pain in the right knee. If it's hurting on your right knee, flip over and take a figure four, drawing your right shin into your chest while you're lying on your back. Can stay here. The shoulders up over the hips, or you can begin to walk your hands forward. Come down onto palms or forearms. Maybe your forehead comes down onto the mat. Maybe you're using blocks under your arms, your forehead, your forearms, whatever feels good for you. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Then from here, if you're on forearms, just reach your forearms so that they're parallel to one another. They're making like an 11. Or you're on your hands with the first finger pointing forward. Curl into the back toes, lift the back knee, press into the mat to lift the back of your heart. Make some space to snake your right foot out to meet your left, coming into plank or a forearm plank. Nice big breath here. Long, slow exhale. If you're in forearm plank, bring your right hand to the mat, then your left hand to the mat, plank pose. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left heel floats. And as we exhale, pigeon on this side, bringing the shin parallel to the front of the mat. Left knee behind the left ankle, behind the left wrist. Left ankle behind the right wrist. Sliding the hips back and down, rolling the shoulders up over the hips, using the weight of your body to sink the hips Being very aware of any discomfort you might be feeling in the left knee. You can tuck something underneath that left hip. Big breath in. Long, slow exhale. Bring your hands down to the mat in front of you. Again, you can stay up if you like, keeping your shoulders up over your hips, or you can begin to walk your hands forward and down. Using props any way that makes you feel good. As you are ready, you can bring your forehead right down onto the mat if that feels good for you, if that's in your practice. 5 breaths here. Coming up now to palms or forearms. Curl into the right toes, lift the right knee. Lift the back of your heart and squirrel that left foot back to meet your right. Plank pose on your forearms or on your hands. You can always drop to your knees here as well. Bringing your left hand to the mat. If you're in forearm plank, then your right hand to the mat. Big breath in here. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the heels, coming up very high on the toes, and then exhale to bring the knees down onto the mat. Cross your ankles and roll over your feet, scooching your hips to the center of the mat. Let's make our way down onto our spine. Using your hands to support yourself or reaching them forward, tuck your chin and bring your forehead in the mat. Knees pull into your chest here. Can take some circles on the ceiling, or let's finish out with a reclined twist. So bring your hands to a T or to a goal post and let the knees fall to the left. Roll onto that left hip. Right shoulder is heavy. Big breath in here. Long, slow exhale. Inhale to bring the knees up to center, and exhale to roll to the right hip. Gaze comes to the left. Left shoulder is heavy. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale to bring the knees back up to center. Maybe give yourself a hug. Hug the knees in tight. You might want to bring your nose up between your knees. Squish everything in tight. Even squish up your face. Squish up your eyes and your cheeks and your nose. And then let everything go. And release out to Savasana with the shoulders in underneath you. And the toes are going to come out to the sides. Have a few breaths here. Take a short body scan. Start at your toes. Work your way up through your body. Look for any area of your body that might still be holding tension. Your chest open and relax. Muscles in your face open and relax. When you reach the crown of your head, just back down through your body. Sweep it down through your body this time. Till you get to your toes, and then just let your focus go. And enjoy this few moments in Savasana. Just being here. Not doing anything at all. Fully relaxed. When you're ready to begin moving again, begin with your fingers and toes. Turn your wrists and your ankles and your head from side to side. Breathe deep and easy, filling the body with air as you begin to move. Reaching out through the heels, reaching the fingertips overhead. Big morning stretch. And then exhale to draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. And then roll to one side or the other. Coming to take your time about making your way up to sit. When you are ready to sit, find a seat that is comfortable for you. Find your shoulders balanced over your hips, your spine long. Broad across the collarbones, bring the crown of the head high. Inhale the fingertips to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the thumbs to the third eye, representing the union of the mind and the body, our true goal of yoga. And let's hinge forward for our final pose. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button and send me a note in the comments letting me know what you liked about it. I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. Namaste.